Welcome to the Showcase. Once again, Brother Rashid here with a special guest, world-renowned, man of many hats and many talents, Brother Pop Gaskins. Brother Pop, how you doing?
Everything great. Peace and love, everybody. Everything great.
Wonderful, man. This gentleman here has been working with us for years, and I finally got to track him down to get on our show. So, let's get into it. Just tell us what you're doing. What you up to, Pop?
Well, first you snatched me off my horse. Yeah, but there's a lot of things happening. We got June the 28th. We having our first show in Coney Island at the Mermaid Club on West 12th Street in Surf. Outside that, September the 6th, we got Arts on 3rd in Mount Vernon with Dougie Fresh, Billy Mitchell from the Apollo, Mayor Davis, and a whole lot of artists coming for the Arts on 3rd, September the 6th. September the 26th, we got audition for the Apollo Amateur Night. We got other events coming up, with artists, giving us location support opportunity with other artists. We also got my show comes on every Thursday night at 11 o'clock. It's About Time TV 1.
Okay.
And so outside that, up in Newburgh, got the legislator, Curtis Dillard, want me to come up to Newburgh to talk about the violence up there against black-on-black crime, which we need to, talk about that to stop that, because that's been going on for black-on-black crime. Outside of that, we got shows coming up in Jersey. We got the rodeo coming up. Well, rodeo's already started in Pittsburgh, Allentown, Philly, and there's a whole lot of things we got coming on. Also, with Bill Duke's godson, Kenya Cagle, we're still working on the play for The Prophet of Nat Turner. Getting ready for the movie to start, audition for the movie pretty soon. I got to check on with them and see how that's going. And then, with my other friends, Ken and Lester, with their Showkase, and a lot of things happening, man. I don't know how to get any rest.
Now, I understand that your background is, I think, activist.
I'm an activist. I'm an original Black Panther. I'm also an ambassador to the United Nations for World Peace. I've been a part of NAACP and FOI, NOI, and all of them, SCLC. I started out with SCLC, and before that I was with Medgar Evers, with marching for civil rights. And today we still got a lot of things that we have to do as a people, to go forth. And a lot of things I didn't tell my friends Ken and Leslie, which I forgot, was that when we marched in Selma, our march was about voting and civil rights. But we made mistakes. A lot of people do, but it should have been economic opportunity.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on now, economic opportunities.
Okay. So, speaking about the NAACP, there's a thing that just recently came up in the news with the Caucasian woman. What's your feelings on that?
Well, people are going to hate me, but this is a downfall of us as a people with racism. Black and white, white and black. You know, when we was out there marching with Selma, I mean, we had every race there was. A lot of people don't know that. And if they really see, we had rabbis out there, we had Russians, we even had Ku Klux Klan members who had renounced the Klan. So, I mean, I grew up with this here racist thing myself. I'm 9 months plus 77 years old. And when I was coming up, I mean, we couldn't go into stores and that sort of stuff, but we didn't have much knowledge. And even the Caucasians didn't have much knowledge either. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, when they didn't want to come in their stores and everything, they still was kind of nice at certain times. You know, I don't really know how to put it with the time frame that we have, but racism, religion, and politics is our downfall as a people. You know what I mean? You look at it right now, I mean, you go to Coney Island, you go to Brooklyn, you go to Jersey, you go anywhere now, and you see it's so many mixed young people now that you won't believe. So to answer your question is, like I said, I grew up at the time hating white people, but then I learned as I was growing up, facing the facts, is that they were there with us more than our own people was. Now, back to the NAACP. NAACP was a sellout, but this lady who was Caucasian, she probably had some personal things in herself being raised up, probably being taught how to hate black people, whatever case may be. And she renounced her family. But I don't know the whole thing, but I heard that she had black brothers and sisters with that family. Just heard bits and pieces. I don't know the facts about it. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the Caucasian people, when they grew up, they were being taught to hate us, and a lot of us were being taught to hate them, and so another thing is, a lot of the Jews, back in the days, this is another thing people don't know. A lot of the Jews and the black people was together, so-called black, and the so-called Jews was together back in them days. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know to say the powers to be. I say the secret society divided the so-called Jews and the blacks from that era. You got what I'm saying? This is things that people don't really understand, don't really know, don't care about. So what the powers, what the secret society had designed was to make money off of us, right? And to keep us divided with the Hasidic Jews, the Orthodox Jews, and the black people. Why didn't they make all the money? So now with the children being raised up in that sort of thing, now it's, what I'm saying, it's like racism is a downfall. I mean, we even got people today that's hating blacks and blacks hating whites. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't even know why. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know why. So with this lady saying that she is black, she probably tired of hearing the racist stuff in her growing up. That's what my assumption was. For example, I told my friends Ken and Leslie, I think I did, my daughter-in-law is Caucasian. My oldest son married a Caucasian woman. And I'm talking real fast now because we don't have that much time. But when he went into the military, right, he used to call me all the time, and I'm not going to say a lot of things, but he used to call me all the time about this woman is that, and why is that? And I'm like, son, I don't get into the business. That woman is that. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, about 5 times I would tell him, son, just watch yourself. I don't get into the business. But what happened was her daddy, and I got letters this thick. One day I'll show it to Ken and Leslie and y'all. I may. Anyway, so she used to call me all the time, and her mouth was worse than a Satan. I mean, Satan couldn't curse as much as she was, or use profanity as much as she could. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was, when she joined the military, her and my son was into the secret service, and so even in the service, men tried to mess with her. You know what I'm saying? In the service. So the whole thing was, talking real fast, is that she had would tell me all the time what happened. She could not stand to call me Pop or Daddy or Dad-in-law, whatever. Right? She could not stand to call me that because she thought about when she called me Daddy or Pop, she was thinking about her daddy, who made her and her mom go into the woods and watch other Klanmen beat black people and hang them, not kill them, but hang them and beat them in the woods. As a little girl, she was seeing that, and her daddy make her mama and her watch that. So she rebelled against her parents, and she married my son. And so I come to understand how all that was, because a lot of when you come into this world, you're being taught in the homes. So if you're being taught in the homes about racism, you come out now, you don't know, well, why is this one that color? Why is that one that color? You know, and what are they called? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know what the nationality really is. Why we are named after countries. African named after African. Chinese are named after China. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans are named after Puerto Rico. I mean, why are they named after countries? You know, countries were built up. People was here first before the countries and states and all that kind of stuff was.
Right.
So we are messed up as a people in our mind, because the secret society, they do all these researches on everything, you know, and make money off of us, you know, and keep us kind of illiterate or stupid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They had this organization just went down. I forgot the name of it right now. I was watching last night. A multi-billion-dollar company had went out of business because they were ripping people off out of money. White, black, blue, green, and gray.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't care about the race. They were caring about all that money.
Yeah.
And they were not, I forgot the name of the company. I should have wrote it down because I didn't know I would do this today. But anyway, I would made sure I wrote it down. But just things like that, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really hate her, you know, for wanting to be black. You know, I can't hate her a lot of things, because like I say, a lot of our people want to be white. You know, a lot of our people want to be this and that, and it's not all about that. It's about, as a human, having economic opportunities, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay. What we're gonna do is, I want you to touch on some of the activities that maybe the youth or the young people can start getting themselves geared to get their minds right. Because you see the girls beating each other up in McDonald's, and you know, all this foolishness. What can be put in place for them?
Right, and see, there's a solution. Like you know, the part of a lot of that is secret society along with parents, because a lot of that is from dysfunctional families. You know, the separation of the man and the woman, and a lot of that stuff started from when. This is my experiences now, watching and seeing what goes on. As an activist, you're supposed to know the facts so you can tell it to your people and say that. Make story short, when they started putting the zipper of a woman in the front, there's a lot of chaos started coming. They took prayer out of the schools. They put the woman's zipper into the front instead of the back. You got what I'm saying? Those are certain things that we know as activists that they're going to start with the gay type of stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? And the only people that was in slavery was the white woman and the black man. You know, the white woman was enslaved because a lot of them did not believe all this here stuff that their families or their husband or the parents was doing for as against us as a people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them had conscience. You know, like I said, people might not like what I'm saying, but like I say, when there was some white people from Michigan who was not racist was coming to my neighborhood and want to come to my house. I would go into their neighborhood to their house. You follow what I'm saying? And so, but my people would pick at me because they would call me, you know, a sellout. You know, they would call me, you know, all kind of names. They would call the white people nigger lovers, that sort of thing, because
Right.
we were hanging out together, stuff like that. But anyway, racism, man, is they got all this stuff right now. Right now, the the secret society right now, they're not caring about white, black, Brooklyn. Right now, this Brooklyn place is becoming a tourist place.
Yeah.
I've been saying this stuff for a long time, and I'm seeing it happening now. They're taking the parking lots, they're taking these empty lots and things for the parks or whatever. They're putting up all these high rises, man, and they're supposed to be affordable housing and jobs. I think yesterday was the end of the affordable housing laws, right? But the people have the power, white, black, blue, and green. And if we don't come together as a people to stop this here stuff going on, then all that's going to suffer. Right now, the children is going to change all that stuff. From 12 years old on up to 18 years old. If people go around and they really see this here, then they would see that right now these children, 12 on up, they're not worried about white, black, blue, green, or gray.
Right.
They're not worried about it. They're tired of it. They look for somebody who get them support, location, and opportunity. That's what they're looking at. So when all this stuff now, man, about racism is I mean, the solution is we are starting right now doing TV shows to talk about the issue, but how far can it go? What we need to do, the solution is get us as producers, along with the preachers, along with the politicians, and along with entertainers, and close down these big streets. Close down Flatbush, close down Fulton, close down Nostrand, and talk about a solution. And this is what's not happening, because if they can close down all these main streets for the 10K run and all these bicycle races and all that kind of stuff, why can't they close down things that we could talk about solutions for people to come together, or for people to work on economic solutions, and not about racism, not about politics, and not about religion.
Correct.
See, because beginning was the law, and still right now, a lot of people don't know what the society working with. They're working with the law. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to you too much.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna go out with a brief video like we normally do, and we want everybody to bring together the causes, to unite each other, and that's what the showcase is about. Especially with our disc here, we're giving it out to those who want to see part of our showcase. We put together different talents, and people come together to music, entertainment, things like that. So it's just about everybody getting together, and we did our first show. Finally, we got things together. Our first show, and request your first. If you can request a DVD, or you can watch it online. And once again, let's unite, and Pops, just let them know what time your show comes on so they can.
Okay. But I want to say one thing real quick is, listen, everybody, we need to go to the council in Albany. Any of y'all can take and come up with what you think the council need to do in Albany, and speak your piece and people like that. A lot of things people don't know about that. Go to the council, go to the elected officials, and let them know what y'all thought is for as economic solution. But my show comes on every Thursday night at 11 o'clock, called It's About Time TV 1.
All right. Once again, I thank you, Pop, for taking the time out to come with us, and hope to see you soon.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, everybody.
See you next week.
It all seems like one big blur. Who's to say what reality is? The past, the present, the future? When trying to find the truth in it all, the truth is only what you make it.
Oh, yeah. Where's my drink?
I thought you stopped drinking, you know, with the whole medical thing.
Girl, got something for you. I know what you want.
No, thank you.
Now take one.
I said no, thank you.
As a matter of fact, I got something else for you. You might as well make some money while you're doing it.
We haven't seen you around the Institute lately.
I've been busy, Patricia.
Doing what?
Acting.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, you're the shy type. Don't have a name. I wanted you to sign up for the Actors Playhouse. Think you're interested? You must be the gay type. Never seen nobody like you around here.
I'm Raja. Sorry it took so long. What would you like?
See a whole lot of what I like. But for right now, I'll take a Long Island iced tea, if you don't mind. Close friends, huh?
She needs to go home and let me do my job. I need to socialize and get more drink orders.
And new friends, I suppose.
Tips. I need all the money I can get.
Roger. What if I order 2 more of these? Tip you the change, and you spend the rest of the evening with me.
Excuse me, but I am not...
Hold up. Damn. It's not like that. I just think you're fine. Kind of smooth, like butter. And by the way, I've never had to pay for it in any kind of way.
Never?
Never.
I'll be right back. All right. You got to step.
Tasha, you know what we talked about.
It's not like that. Go home.
So did I get your friend's approval?
You think you got it like that?
Yes, I do. I mean, what's up with you? I mean, you just seem like you should be in some other kind of line of work. I mean, I'm not knocking the bartending thing. It's just
Acting.
acting, huh?
That's right. Or shall I say I'm trying to be an actor. I grew up in the system, timed out, moved to the big city, and I'm determined not to let my past destroy me. So I go on auditions during the day, because usually that's when I get my calls. What are you smiling about? Okay, I know. Every female in LA wants to be an actress. I know.
Hey, I didn't say that.
You haven't said much of anything. I'm the one. You haven't said much of anything. I've been the one rambling on and on.
Listening to you.
All right, I'll be back. Oh, and thanks.
For what?
For listening. And for my tip.
that case, there you go. You gotta get a few of these.
I'm good.
Don't worry. There's plenty of where that came from.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 24 hours since my last confession.
Go ahead.
I met a guy last night. My deepest heart's desire. I mean, I can't keep to myself. He's been the man I've been waiting for.
I'm sure it's too soon to know that for sure, my child. Who is this man?
He's a film producer. We spent the whole night talking. And this morning, I gave him a call.
Remember your vow to God.
Yes, Father. He kind of reminds me of you.
I know you see me as sort of a father figure, my child.
More like a big brother. I won't be attending the church picnic next weekend, Father.
Why is this? You always support church activities. You should talk to Patricia about this because
Just because I call you Father doesn't mean you are. Shh. This is Raja. Sure. Nothing important. All right.
Raja, why do you really come here?
Father, I believe it's good for my soul. And I like the candles.